Everybody, morning and welcome to Hex Token channel. Your host, Superman, in the house. Hope everybody is doing well. And we're going to have a lot of fun today, of course. We're going to get into some cool, zazzy stuff. So hope you guys enjoy it. And, of course, wherever you are around the world, hope you're having a great day, ultimately. And we're going to get into it. Get to the chat and say hello. We've got lots of people already in the house. So we're going to get in there. I picked up this cool piece of art here. I thought it was pretty neat. So you can freak out on that, freak out on this piece of art. But it's got Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulsex. And I like the eye. I've got the Pulsechain eye there. Yeah, very, very cool. Where else are we going here? We're going to get into some of the comments. So let's say hello. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash that subscribe button. You know, we're YouTubers. All right. I did see Silvertooth out there with a video yesterday, I think it was. He said Pulsechain launch party because I think he's going away somewhere. So he decided to have his own launch party early, which is pretty good. So he's got some good comments in there. You can go watch Silvertooth there if you haven't seen this video. Nice, cool, relaxed chat. And let's get into it. Excellent choice. Hello, Hexkins. Good to see you. Woohoo. Actually, I need to check my mic. My mic's actually not set up properly. So let me just set that up. I just realized that, so it probably sounds a little bit zany. Let's do the mic. Do the mic check. Do the mic check. All right, that's good for me. Excellent choice. Hope you guys know the difference now. Hello, Hexkins. Good to see you. We've got Wookie in the house as well. Wookie is on top of the world. Well, he is first in the chat, at least. Nice one. Or second. Second is a good place. I thought maybe I was so early I didn't even show up, says excellent choice. Blobfish King in house there with the emojis looking strong. I started eating some spoiled cornbread that tasted like sour milk. That was worse than waiting for these gas fees to drop. I know they've been hideous, and we are in a weekend too. Remember, we are in the weekend. The gas fees supposed to be cheaper, and no, they are still pretty high. 200 gwei. I saw it when I woke up and checked the first gas price there. 200 gwei, insane in the membrane. We're going to be talking about gas prices today, by the way. So that is a topic. Blobfish King in the house there says the anticipation is killing me. Bring it on. A Pulsechain will be awesome, 100%. Now that brings me to the title of the video: Pulsechain, right place, right time, right solution, and the right founder. Right. So right place is where we're going to be. We're at the right place. Right time is when. We're right time. The what? Right solution. Because we got some serious problems out there with high gas fees on Ethereum. And right founder, we've got the coolest cat in town, probably easily the best tokenomics founder out there. Amazing. So yeah, pretty exciting, and of course a great personality all around. If you like the rebel, I like the rebel. Although he's cleaning up is pivoting a little bit, isn't he, at the moment, which is quite nice to see. If you're going to launch a layer 1 chain, I guess it's a good move. All right, what else we got going there? We got, yes, the gas fees are relentless. They have been relentless. Just depends on whether you're doing something at the moment, right? If you're actually trading or even transferring. Transferring is pretty hideous, but we're going to look at that later. Stay tuned. Pulsechain is coming. Right place, right time, right solution, and right founder. It is going to happen. I'm going to sell some Hex so the price goes up and Pulsechain will launch, says Hex on choice. Yeah, that's pretty interesting too. There's lots of theories going around about Hex, of course, both pre and post Pulsechain, especially on the ETH chain. People got their different strategies around that. Hex on choice says these gas fees have been brutal all hours of the day and night. That sounds like a bad nightmare, that one. I hope they go down. I have a stake ending. Yeah, that's true. Around stakes, 100%. Now, we did go, not yesterday, was it? But the day before, I went through the Ethereum upgrades that they're looking to do. And that, the next phase of Ethereum is to attempt to lower the gas prices, right? So, and particularly with these layer 2 solutions as well. So we did look through that and pretty in depth, actually. So if you haven't checked out that video 2 days ago, that's definitely out there. But Pulsechain is coming, and that's going to be even a bigger impact. I think it's going to have a much bigger impact. Wally's Pasang's in house there can't in-state because of these freaky gas prices. Good thing you got 2 weeks. You're trying to pick up that pullback in the gas prices. Hex and Choice in the house there with the Rockets. Good to see you, Hex and Choice. Archipelago as well. Hi, all. Good to see you. Sandeep in the house. Good morning. D-Hex as well. Hey, everybody. KD in the house as well. Hello. Good to see you, Superman and all. We got D Hexagon. We definitely need Pulse as soon as possible. ETH sucks nuts. Says D Hexagon. That sounds like a cartoon with little chipmunks. ETH sucks nuts. Anyway, sound is okay. Says excellent choice. Nice. Wally's Pasang says hello all Hexagons, Pulsecans, Pulse Hexagons, all as well as all others. Yes, definitely. Archipelago says anyone heard anything about Pulse LN? Yeah, we've talked about that some time ago. I don't think we really talked too much about it, but it's on the I think it's on the sacrifice list, right? So yeah. I don't want to be negative, but I'm losing interest in Pulsechain, says Hex Force One. Whoa, that's negative, man. That's down and down. No, that's all right, Hex Force One. It's coming soon, man. We're getting there. We're across the line, and there's quite a bit of fatigue out there, but there's also some excitement building now. I think we feel that there's some excitement building. Sandy Beach in the house there. Good to see you. Hello, Hex Token and everybody from Sandy Beach. Crypto Compassion in the house as well. Very, very cool. And Sandy also reiterating that gas fees were brutal today. Yikes. Now, the fact that you guys are Pulsecans out there, you guys are feeling the punishing gas prices just goes to show you how much of a catalyst that's going to be for Pulsechain, right? Pulsechain is at the right place at the right time, the right solution, and the right founder. So it really is going to bring it home. Just amplifies all the awesomeness that Pulsechain has in it. So, yeah, it's going to be actually helpful. Excuse me, it's actually helpful from that point of view, right? Imagine if gas prices are really low. If gas prices are really low, then that takes away from the Pulsechain narrative, right? You know, not in the sense of the tokenomics, but in the sense of, yeah, I'm still on Ethereum. It's okay, man. I'll stay on Ethereum, man. You know, that sort of stuff. Whereas now they're like, hell yeah, I'm getting on that Pulsechain train. Pulsechain train. So, yeah, boy, we're getting animated this morning. It's a Sunday here, and we're already animated on the show. 11:40 a.m. I was getting my security tight today. I feel good about it. Nice one, Sandy Beach. Yeah, it's good to get your security right. Humberto as well from sunny Miami. Yo. According to KDP, mainnet is loading. Get ready, folks. Where did you get that, Humberto? Where did you get that? KDP gives her best guesses, but hey, look, it's we're waiting and waiting and waiting. We'll see. All right, we're going to get into it though. Let's go. We're going to start off with the GitLab of all places, and of course, have a look to see what's going on there. Let's have a look how we're getting on. Let's go to the activity. See if we've got anything pinged up on there. Yeah, one day we had the gas estimation update. Let's go to the members, see what's going on there. We've got 3 comments there. He was in on the May the 6th and working. And, of course, it's currently the 7th on my time. We've got Brett Paulson there May the 6th. Obviously, it's the weekend, so expect to be a little bit thing. But they all seem to be working pretty hard, even regardless. This is IT guys, right? IT guys love working during the weekends. May the 6th there. Gamma, May the 5th. We got Richard the last time he was in there, the May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Now, that theory's gone out. So we had a number of theories of launch theories go out the window. Now we're up to we're almost up to the 7th of May, which is the theory number 4. So we're almost up to that one. Obviously, we're slightly ahead in time here, so I've got to take that into account. But we're coming up to that. Sunday seemed like a good time, but the gas prices are still pretty high. But anyway, that's pretty fun. We'll see how we go. We've got Space Quadrant there, May the 6th, and of course SJB down the bottom there, May the 6th there as well. So we're logging in for work there. Let's have a quick look at the yeah, have a look at that. Open. Okay, cool. Let's jump away. Let's go to have I got Pulse 6 up? No, I haven't got Pulse 6 up. Let's just type Pulse 6 in there. And bam, have a look at that. Bam. Let's get rid of that one. And oh, I thought I had this set up, but no, it's not. All right, let's have a look at Pulse X. We've got 3 Commons Capital there, May the 6th. Agris in the house on May the 6th. And Brett Paulson there, May the 6th. What else there? We got Hines there, May the 5th. And Richard Hart, May the 4th. And we got Lucas there, the May the 5th as well. So they're all logging in for work. So that seems pretty good leading into the weekend. And the Saturday, I guess the Saturday. Yeah. Oh, Saturday? No, that's the 6th. But most of them on the 6th there. So that's kind of cool on the Saturday. Let's jump over to Richard Hart. And, of course, Richard Hart here just snuck in after our live stream yesterday. And, of course, we already talked about this on the live stream. But Richard added a nice little extra to it. So let's get into that. So he added this and it's had 168,000 views so far. Richard put in this update about the chain being tested. And you guys know we've been following the performance of the chain very closely on this channel. Savage load testing benchmarked Pulsechain testing at V4 at 53 transactions per second. So that was kind of a cool thing. And that's just taking, we talked about the total amount, but we didn't divide it divided by the number of seconds in the day. And of course, if you divide it by the number of seconds in the day, then you've got 53 transactions per second. So I thought that was a kind of cool little addition there. And yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. So savage, he calls it savage load testing. And of course it was really maxing it out, really, from the sounds of it. So yeah, I think Ethereum's the highest Ethereum it had on Ethereum network's been like something like 1.9 million or so. Yeah, that's we're up at 4.6. It's really kicking some butt there on the test load. So very nice, as we say, very nice. Pulsechain, right place, right time, right solution, right founder, kicking it out there. So that was from Richard. I'll just have a quick look to see if he's got anything else, because sometimes he gets those out there. It's 15 hours ago, 170,000 views on that so far. So very bullish on that one. Cool. I think that's it on that one. Let's jump over to Brett Paulson, who we've been looking at, one of the Pulsechain devs. And these are the ones I wanted to highlight here today. So this is we did talk about this one yesterday, but it's got acutely aware of the Ethereum problem. So all you guys in the chat there talking about gas fees. And of course that we're going to be talking about that in more depth. Pulsechain soon. Pulsechain is soon here. Now soon later is soon, 2 more weeks. I have a feeling soon is very soon. There's really nothing holding back now. Just maybe a bit of timing, a bit of a ramp up sheet. Yeah, so we will see. That's getting very close indeed. When you got one of the Pulsechain devs, they've been very quiet. Now they've been so active. That's confidence is high. Confidence high. Milestones have been kicked out. No more V5. Mainnet is next. It's looking good. Testing is high, and yeah, so a bit more testing as I suggest. And then, yeah, we could get the launch very close soon. Now, Jaren's section here, he asks, are you saying that this is happening now or in the next 24 hours? This is on the May the 6th. He goes, hashtag soon. So there are soon is soon, but I have a feeling it is soon this time, not just soon that is much later, but soon. So it's kind of cool. Now, I still had June, as you guys know, in my time schedule, maybe even July, but, you know, it is ramping up for May sometime. Definitely looking good. But of course, we're up to theory number 4. We're up to theory number 4 here, the 7th of May, Sunday. And a weekend does seem like a good place to launch it. We'll see what they actually do. It's going to have a ramp up phase. So it's not just a one-day launch either, but getting that chain up is that first step, isn't it? So we'll see. Waiting for that fork height as well. And what will the fork block be as well? What will you get copied as the biggest airdrop in history? Waiting for that. So that's kind of come up too. So that is cool from Bretep there. And of course, let's have a look at one of honorable mention here. So you guys know I like to mention the validators, and I think this is pretty important. So the validators here, this is another person I always like to have a look. Here's another person in the community. It's ready, bring it on, Pulsechain mainnet. So another person got their validator up and running. And it's very exciting, right? Very exciting to see. So I really like these stories. This is a kind of a special bonus, I reckon, in the Pulsechain community, is seeing people getting these validators set up. I think that's really cool. You become like part of the literally, just like we in the Hex, we have T-shares. In the Pulsechain, you become a validator. It's like this extra connection into the actual chain. That's pretty cool. You're really part of it. So kind of like that next level part of it. That's kind of neat. All right, so that is very cool. Let's jump away from that. Now, obviously, mainnet is not up yet. We can see here on ispls.live. I'll post this in the chat there. Some of you guys might want to save this to your favorites. So cool. Let's post that. That is it there. So ispls live. That is the one. So kind of neat. So cool. That is the link. Now let's get into some comments here before I get too far ahead, because we're about to get up to Pulsechain performance. These are the updates. Let's have a look here. So Sunday is kind of the next, seems like the next theory number 4. We'll see if it launches then. That would be pretty interesting. We can see the team has been fairly active. Let me have a look back on some of these comments up here. Got up to Sandeep there, and we've got Crypto Compassion. Got up to Sandy Beach in the house. I think we got up to J Kateria. Hi, Superman. How's everybody? Is everybody disappointed with Pulsechain not launching? And then we got Sandy Beach, mid-May, and Pray. That's theory number 5 is mid-May and pre. So we'll see. We're on, still got theory number 4 coming up. So we'll see how we get on. What else there? Crypto File says highest recorded TPS on ETH is 56.88 apparently. Nice. That is pretty cool insight there, Crypto File. Typically, theoretically, they used to be running around 12 or 13, right? TPS. And then they sort of had the upper end was like 25, 30, but 56 seems to be like a peak out. Definitely right up there. Hex Fetty says Q2, Q3 would be great. No, what? Get out. Umberto says Sandy Beach KDP tweets Umberto says have been more accurate than anyone else. We will see. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there. All right, let's jump over to the performance, and here we got Pulsechain here. What else? Block Explorer. Let's have a look at this and see how we're getting on Block Scout. What do we got at the moment? So yeah, yesterday on the 4th of May we had 2.5 million transactions, and then of course with all the ramped up testing, we covered this yesterday up at 4.6 million. So looking like a boss there. Really, really, really cool. And Richard covered that as well. We're still sitting at 11.2 second block times, 65.5 million wallet addresses, and it's just ticking over there as well. Now, if you haven't played around with Pulsechain Test Network, I just strongly suggest you do. There is the Add Testnet v4 there. You can use a Play wallet or DGN wallet, or whatever you want to use if you want to, and just connect your wallet up to that if you're happy to play on the testnet. But it's been up for a while. People have been playing around with it quite nicely. Blocks as well, ticking away there. 10 seconds. Look at this one. It's got 84 transactions in this one. Let's have a look at that. That's 84 transactions in this block. Pretty cool. What else there? 80% of the gas has been used in the block. Block reward 0.0169 on the miner reward. Kind of cool. Half a pulse was burned. Nice, man. Burn that pulse. Burn that pulse. So pretty cool. All right. Lots of testing going on there, so I'm not going to look at that. Let's have a look at the Beacon Explorer. So this is the one that the validators kind of use, really. Let's have a look at that. So that is where we're up to 6,645 validators, and we just had a look at one of the new ones on there. So that's pretty cool. It's at an all new time high. Isn't that cool? Whoever took their validators offline, looks like they pushed them back online here. But we're up to not quite all time high. We're just slightly down. So we're at 6647. We're at 6645 at the moment. That's pretty neat though. And we've got 20 pending validators. This is really exciting, man. We want to get up into several tens of thousands at least on the chain. That'd be pretty cool. But we're up to 6645. This is really, really great start. Like terrific. And of course, if you compare it to some other smaller chains, we've got in terms of smaller in the validators, we've got a lot more validators than a lot of chains. So it's kind of neat too. We're up to Epoch 6,439, and that's just ticking away. We can see it's ticking away pretty nicely. Look at that, like a boss. Look at that. There's the validator that's proposing the block. Now I'm just going to go through this quickly again. So if you're wondering what an epoch is, there's one epoch every about 5 minutes and 33 seconds at 10-second slot times. So every epoch has 32 slots, and a slot may or may not have a block, but they typically do, of course. If it's running smoothly, they'll pretty much all have slots like blocks, like you can see here. Now, every block, of course, gets picked up with a committee of 128 validators, and one of those validators gets selected as proposer and validates that block, and then the other 127 test that block, and that's pretty much how that works. And they all get paid. They all get paid from the block reward, some uncle fees and stuff like that. So that's kind of the play. All right, nice. And the APY has been lifted, obviously, with V4. To make it competitive with the APY there and with Ethereum. So it's kind of nice. Let's have a look at the gas now. Have a look at the testing and how it's impacting Gwei. Look at the Gwei testing there all the way through. Look at that, all the way through yesterday. We've still had pretty high gas fees on the network in the last 24 hours. But you can see that ramp up. Look at that, the high gas fees in through here. Wow, 440 Gwei and stuff like that. But we've eased off here down at 48. So eased off here. Currently around about 23, 21 Gwei on the chain there. Kind of cool. What else? Have we got anything else here? So we look through here. Epoch slots, blocks, meme pool. Haven't looked at that for a while. Yeah, okay. And deposit leaderboard, validator leaderboard, slashings. So look at slashing. Don't know if there's anything on that. No. And initiate deposits. There's some of the deposits there for the PLS validators. Ticking away. What else? 510 deposits from the top depositor there. Pretty impressive, 32. So some big players there. Obviously, the team itself. I think that's probably it. So that is pretty cool. Let us go to those are the two explorers. So that's the Block Scout and the Beacon Explorer. But let's have a quick look at Pulsechain as well. So if you want to get access, if you've connected Pulsechain up to your wallet, you want to get access, let's go through all the apps here. You can jump through as well. If you want to have a look at the tokens, and then you can go to all. They'll have all the tokens. If you want to look at the coin, which is Pulse, Pulse is the fee coin. And of course, it's got little T for test pulse there. But when it's running, it'll just be PLS, Pulse for Pulse. You can jump in to have a look at those. So it's pretty easy to do. But if you want to play around, you can go to Pulsechain and the official ramp bridge there between Ethereum and Pulsechains there, Pulse ramp. What else we got there? Sacrifice checker, testnet v Faucet. If you haven't got any Pulse, you can get 10 Pulse from there, from the Faucet there to your wallets. If you want to check your wallet balances, you just jump into here, paste your wallet, you can check that. And remember, testnet v4 is based on the fork block height and on the 26th of January. So if you had assets on Ethereum at that time, they'd show up. If you had assets after that, they wouldn't. So that's kind of cool. Let's go to PulseX and have a look at that, how that's going. It's kind of cool. Well, actually, before I go to PulseX, we're going to play a little video from Richard Hart himself. So obviously, getting excited for the launch, but this will start off really cheap, right, on the chain, and of course, people will love that, especially with these high gas fees over on Ethereum. But this is what is likely to happen over time, and this is from Richard Hart. So let's go on that one.
Oh my God, will Pulse fill up? Yes. If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
So that's pretty bullish on the future, obviously. You can imagine a blockchain's like a bit like a pipe, has a certain amount of transactions per second, certain amount of it can put through in a day. And of course, that impacts the amount of people that can use it, and the people have to pay to use it, right? So you get that filled up, and as it gets more filled up, it implicitly gets more valuable. So yeah, it's going to be fun to see that play out. All right, let's go over to Pulsechain, and we've got a comment here from. Let me just first log on. Let me switch over on my wallet here. So I'm using a Play wallet, of course. You guys know it's good to have a Play wallet. It's good to have some DGN wallets where you can go DGN into certain projects and limit the risk. And then, of course, you don't use your main wallets for anything other than Hex and Pulsechain and things like that, or any other alpha things that you've got in there. What else? Where are we going here? Testnet v4. All right. Wow, we just got pumped on the Pulsechain there. But before we get into that, we got a question in here. Bree says here, is there still limit orders on Pulsechain? Yeah, there will be, but they're not up at the moment. So whether they turn those on at a particular time for any particular reason, but actually they're not on at the moment. So there's probably a reason behind that, that they're just peripheral extra and they can just turn it on when they want. So yeah. Rod Fitzpatrick's good morning all. Good to see you, Rod Fitzpatrick. Genuine's in the house there. Crypto Crazy, CEO of Liquid Loans, update this morning seemed to think next few days. He seemed more excited than usual too. Oh, cool. I didn't actually pick that one up. Normally I would pick that up before the live stream, but I did not pick that one up today. That's good news. So I've been checking that every day there, Genuine. See if that's up and running, but hasn't been. So that looks like a couple more days, and we should see Liquid Loans on testnet V4, which is great. Roger Patrick says, just woke up in time to catch the start of the show. Nice one. Harry Williams as well. Yo. Good to see Harry Williams. D. Hexkin says, I kind of hope it's later so Tetra is on chain then. I can safely automate my strategies. Yeah, that seems to be pretty popular. We might check out the Tetra price later on too. Just remind me if I forget. Hello, familiar. Are we there yet? Not quite there, Christian. We're up to Theory 4. That's the Sunday, the 7th. Theory 4 is the next launch theory. We got Brennan in the house there. Woo! Let's go. Good to see you, Brennan. We got Hex Fetty as well. Good to see Hex Fetty. And what else there? Check my pulse. Evening Hexkins. Good to see you. Check my pulse. And Hex Fetty says, I don't care if Pulsechain is filled with Zen mints and Pepe swaps. Yeah. Hey, look, you just want lots of people. It's a open highway. You want lots of projects that's running on there. If you've got some big burners on there, great, because that's just going to make your Pulse more valuable, your Pulsex more valuable, your Hex more valuable, your incentive token more valuable, and a lot of other popular PRCs 20s more valuable, and maybe some PRC 20s that are not valuable. And of course, let's not forget the PR721s as well, the NFTs. So yeah, that's going to be good. We want the more the merrier, man. Everyone's welcome. Except for the scam projects, and we'll smash those down. We'll smash those down. All right. So Hex Fetty says, BB, a nice one. By the way, Sandy Beach. Let me jump through that. Christian Collin House there. Which one will perform better on in the price in the future, PLS or PLSX? Hey, a lot of people are betting on that. Obviously, PLS. To be honest, frankly, Christian. There's not many sacrifices, relatively speaking, for PLS, right? And I think a lot of the volume that may get unlocked with the PLS is in the AMM bot, and as in when it does harvesting in, and also with any of the large whales that like DO1, wallet DO1. That may provide some extra liquidity. We will see. We'll see how that plays out. But definitely Pulse seems the much scarcer asset. I still think we're going to get a lot of that Pulse Hex swapping. We may see a lot of so obviously the two big theories are the Pulse Hex swapping and the E-Hex swapping. We will see how those play out. But yeah, it's going to be interesting there. Obviously with the high gas fees, the E-Hex swapping is probably gaining traction in that theory. And I'll probably put out some polls around that on the Hex Token chat, see what people feel about that, what they will do, because that's probably the best indication of sort of getting some some quasi evidence there. D Hexagon in the house there mentioned what Tetra is going to do at the Pulse price when people are automating the strategies non-stop, 100% DX, and we love that stuff. I love those sort of strategies. We got Power City doing things like that too, right? So cool. Those are really cool extras. Boom, what's up, Hexkins? We've got Crypto King in the house. Beats by Guay, yeah. Raymond says you can set limit orders by using Portal X. You can. That's true, Ramon. That's a good point. So on Portal X, you can do that. Rod Fitzpatrick says, I'm feeling a launch within 4 weeks. Says Rod Fitzpatrick. I think that's a pretty good window. May. It's kind of May, really, isn't it? What else there? Genuine House there says, the Tetra free claim happen? Everyone's talking about Tetra at the moment. On 4th of May, I see there's a free claim here. And was it delayed due to high gas? Probably gas, I think, is what stopped it. ETH gas prices stopped it. Yeah, there we are. Hit the likes for Superman, bring the alpha every single day. Says Groot. Hey, appreciate that, Groot. Thanks very much. And welcome to everybody in the community. You guys are the most important thing out there because it's all about people, right? All right, let's get into it. We got Pulse X is 3.87. We just looked like we had a little pump there after a little bit of a sell-off. So we were up pretty high there in the last 24 hours. Got sold down to 377. They got 387. Let's have a look over the week here on the testnet. Yeah, the trend is your friend. It's definitely been going up here on the testnet. It's just the testnet though, and it will be very different on when it goes live. But we have had some pretty similar ranges, as we say, on the proof of work test nets and now the proof of stake test nets as well. All right, let's go to the farms and have a look at the farms here. As you guys know, I'm farming here. And yeah, so look pretty good here with the prices are pumping. I'm doing pretty well, right? Doing pretty well with the initial investment. Let's have a look here. APR. I am going to do a video session on impermanent loss and stuff like that. I've done those in the past, but I'm going to do an updated one. And so may end up doing that today. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, just stay tuned for that. What else here? We've got PLSX, PLS. Let's get in here. Bam. So cool. Let's do that. We're just posting that there. So it's $100 right there. That's 100 smacker brews. Pretty cool. I just did that in normal market. So hopefully that's probably, well, last time we saw that was at 22 Gwei, wasn't it? And we'll see. Getting in here. Hope you guys are having a cool Saturday. If you're in America, I guess UK. Yeah, America. UK is now sleep time for UK, 12:30. Let me know if you're in the UK and you're sleeping while watching this. That would be funny. All right, that's harvested. Nice. Let's go to the DAI and Pulse. So DAI and Pulse is obviously another one that's going to be up and running. So we know that we need some DAI and Pulse. We're going to yield farm here. We're going to get that sweet incentive token. The liquidity, big rich liquidity farmers will come over for that. And the speculators will come in for that because they know the liquidity farmers are coming for that. So everyone wants to get that. The old incentive token there. Cool. APRs dropped down 975. So kind of cool. All right, so to pool, let's move over to this one here. I haven't got Pulse one. I've got the Pulsex one because it's got the higher APY. But although they're just about the same now. $1,600 there. Man, that's down dramatically. What happened there? We're going to have a look at the price in a second. So we're harvesting all that. You guys know what I've been doing with it, right? Been risk management, been Randy Alasking it, and that is I've been selling my profits into the move. So let's go and do that. Wait for that to come in. Let's pull up my wallet quickly. Now I like going through Pulsex because you know, less people get to see it every day, right? As we lead into the actual launch, people get to see it. You know, I don't know if other channels are covering it a lot. But at least you get to see it on this channel. And we play with Pulsex most days. So that's kind of cool. Let's go and trade all our incentive tokens. Now this may or may not be what you do in real life, but this is one thing that people do is they trade it back into stable coins, or they'll recompound, right? This is not a recompounding strategy. This is a risk management strategy or profit taking strategy. Both of them sort of work together. Bam. So that's DAI. But we want to take our incentive token that we got. We got 0.17 DAI there. So bam. We've got to enable it though. The first thing enable, of course, is just approving the Pulsex to be able to get the tokens out of our wallet. So we're going to approve that. It's going to cost 0.0008 test pulse. So that's definitely come down from yesterday when they were testing. Remember, that was through the roof. Paying really high pulse fees yesterday, which is exactly back to that video of Richard, right? Richard was saying, you know, the more people they're using it, then, you know, the more valuable chain will get implicitly. That's kind of cool. That doesn't necessarily reflect on the price exactly straight away, but over time it does. All right, so cool. I don't have to add DAI to my wallet because I've already got it. We're going to add that. I've got $20,753. It's about to go up. Let's see what it does. $22,750. So pulling up that nice cash reserve, waiting for some pullbacks. This would be the strategy, right? Waiting for the pullbacks in the market, particularly if I'm lucky enough, if I've been doing the analysis and I think I'm at the top of the market. That could be pretty cool. Now, volume yesterday, 9.29 billion in Pulsex yesterday. Look at that, crazy cool. That is cool. And look at that. That's pretty neat there. So huge volume. If we got anything like this in reality, it'd be amazing. But yeah, we'll probably be way down lower than that. But if we can get 1 billion a day, that'd be pretty awesome. We will see how that goes. I just note that on my computer, I don't know why, because I got the computer's pretty good. But yeah, it just takes a little while for the prices to show up. So we might have to come back to the prices. Who else is in the house? Let's see who else has jumped in here. We've got quite a few new people jumped in here, so welcome to everybody. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button on the way in. hit the like button as well. Who else has jumped in here? Would I get up to Groot? Got up to Groot's. D Hexkin, Stu is working it out now. Check it in Telegram and keep your eyes on it. Yeah, so that's for the Tetra airdrop in there. I actually haven't done too much around Tetra, have I? So I might, as on Twitter, I might go and check that while we're on the live stream here. Why don't we do that? I haven't actually covered much on Tetra at all. Hey, Superman, I'm in the Netherlands. 1 hour difference between the UK. Nice one, Richie. Yeah, I covered Netherlands yesterday, didn't I, on the map. It was on the world map. Chicago, Illinois, USA has had a beautiful day today. Also, LP farming is bringing me so much joy. Woo, says the Church of Universal Oneness. Nice. Excited to have a validator coming from David Feder, Hex Asians node #1. Nice, Crypto King. That is really awesome. Yes, if you're wanting to get into validating, obviously, if you're solo validating, you need 32 million pulse. But if you're in that position, then David Feder is doing stuff like that. Very easy. And of course, RH Max is doing a lot of content around that and updates on his Twitter around that. So a big shout out to them. And of course, Gamma from the Pulsechain team is also doing validating stuff as well around how to do it, scripts and things like that. But David Feder actually going the next step. He's going to the hardware as well. You can order that through his website. Now, David did a shout out the other day saying, thanks, everybody. He loves doing this. It's kind of his dream job. So he's so stoked to be able to do this for everybody and set this sort of business up like that. I think it's kind of neat. It's a win-win, isn't it? All around. Sandy Beach says, yesterday was a beautiful day. Where am I too? You're at the beach, Sandy. You're at the beach. And you probably got a nice, cool lime drink, something like that, sitting out in a nice little, what do you call it? One of those seats for the beach. Can't think what they are. Sort of a hammocky seat. If ETH has another upgrade, this will delay Pulse release again. No, I don't think so. No, the next upgrade is going to be a little way off there too, Butch. We covered that 2 days on this channel. So yeah, that's not going to be an issue. The proof of stake is finished, man. Once you got ETH withdrawals, you got your basic proof of stake system set up. You can do the EP upgrades later on, see how they go, and decide whether you're going to upgrade them or not. So all good. Next phase for Ethereum is to try and increase the size of the pipe and transactions per second, as well as reduce the fees. So yeah. Hey guys, good to see Neil. Sup Neil, good to see you. DX says doing a Tetra Twitter space tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Okay, cool. Very, very cool on that. Beach chair. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I forgot what that is. Hey, look, I haven't been to the beach for a little while. It's been a while. I used to be a surfer back in the young days, and I used to love that. Man, that was awesome. I was going to say something else about that, but I don't want to get things. I don't want to get things started on that. All right, so cool. That is pretty much. I don't know why the price is not coming up on my chat thing, man. Come on, man. I left it there for a while. Oh, there we go. Pulse popped up finally. Pulse is at 14 cents. Yay! I was actually looking for the incentive token value, but it's not showing up there. But 14 cents on Pulse. You millionaires out there, all you millionaires, put your hand up. I know I can see you guys driving your Lambos. Apparently everyone wants Lambos. Why would you want Lambos when you can I know Lambos cool, but why would you want Lambos when you can invest that and earn heaps of money on that money? I don't know. That's just the food for thought there. Food for thought. I guess there's a trade-off between investing and at a certain point and buying material things to enjoy. All right, so that is pretty much that on that. I was going to look at the incentive price, but it's really not popping up here. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this. Why is that not coming up? It will come up later. It's going to pop up later, and then I'll come back to it. I'll just leave it there. All right, so that's kind of cool. So I'm building up the dollars there, but I'm going to do a whole thing on that with impairment loss, some strategies, some tokens, options, stuff like that. We're going to do a whole session on that. It's been a long time since I've covered that, so we'll do that. All right, what else? We're here at the market on crypto. So we're getting into the second half of the live stream now. We're getting to the market updates. We've got BTC at 29,000, down 2%, but it had a nice little day yesterday. Yeah, we've got to get over that 30,500, stay over it for 5 days or so. Very important, and we're not there. But we are up. We are at a pretty decent level. Ethereum there at 1,911 was over $2,000. And then it's down 4.7, so a lot more volatility, right? Back up 5%, down 5%, and that's where we are there at the moment over the weekend. You'd think that with the high gas fees, see how we got high gas fees? That at some points doesn't mean the market's going to be going up. So we've got these high gas fees. You think ETH would be just getting priced up. Why is it not getting priced up, and up? Over time, it will, but in the short term, it's not, right? So, yeah, just interesting on that. So there is a trade-off between those things, and market players and all sorts of stuff going on there. So everything's pretty much down a little bit there, or flat, down or flat. So let's jump over to the gas prices, because they've been absolutely wrecked over the last 7 days. Look at this, the 7-day profile. Last Sunday we were down at 30 gwei last Sunday. That's why we recently expected to have lower gwei, and that way people with some of you with your Hex end stakes that you got at the moment, you'd be able to end stake it at 32. Now you do have 2 weeks, right, before you start getting penalized 1% per week, but this is kind of where you are at the moment, and so you're waiting for something like this to come back, maybe even in the 40s possibly. But look at it. Monday we started rising up in the 60s. Tuesday we got up to the 70s. Wednesday we got up to the hundreds. We got a little bit of a reprieve. Came down just a little bit down into the 80s and 70s on the Thursday, and then it started rising back up into the hundreds on the Friday. Got in some 80s, hundreds again. We got 146 on the Friday. Came back down, and we got a little reprieve down to 70, 80s. So it's been pretty bad from the high gas fees. And of course, normally when we were down in the teens, like 30s or 40s would be bad, right? Now 30s or 40s seems like we get reconditioned, and it feels like a good place to be. Bring on 30, 40 gwei. Previously, when it was like 12, 15 gwei, 16, 17 gwei, I'm not paying 30 gwei. I'm not paying 30 gwei. But now you're like, I'll pay 30 gwei. I'll pay 30 gwei. So it's kind of crazy. Then, of course, on the Saturday, look at this thing go up. Unbelievable. Look at this thing. Absolutely soar like a bird. We were talking about massive price there. 299 gwei was the gwei. And that's nothing, right? We've seen it back in the bull market. We had those freak periods. Wasn't it up at 2,500, 3,500 gwei? Someone might remember the record all-time high, but it's pretty bad up there. And we're not even in a bull run. We're in a kind of a quasi sort of middle ground between a bear and a bull market type of thing, aren't we, at the moment, feels like. And then obviously Sunday here, it's come down, not much from that terrible thing. And we got down as low as, 95? 95, is that it? I mean, the last day and a half, 2 days. And then, of course, we're back up to 160, 180, 182. But we are currently down around just at the low hundreds at the moment. So that's kind of where we are there. You can see the 7-day average. 26 was the low, and that was at the beginning last week, like last Sunday. And then 86 is the average, which is very misleading at the moment over the weekend. Now let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily here. And that is the daily there. So pretty low. And what's the low there? 90 is the minimum. 90 in the last 24 hours. Get out. Get out. Bring Pulsechain. Right place, right time, right solution, right founder. Let's get it. And of course, maximum 232 there. Average 133 the last 24 hours. 133 average. OMG. That is crazy. Fortunately, at the moment, we just popped back up to 118, but we are in a lower period at the moment. So we'll see how we get on there. Insane, man. Insane. I'm just having a look through some of this here. 6 o'clock. So, yeah, maybe later on, maybe probably another 6 or 7 hours from now, maybe 6 hours from now, we might get some lower gwei. So keep a lookout for the next, next couple of hours, next 6 hours. You may get some opportunity in there for a lower gwei, particularly if you're wanting to in-stake and maybe you're running out of, you got that not that chance. All right, so that is the gwei. Let's have a look at what that means in terms of costs at the moment, because it's pretty reckless. We've got 111 gwei here on the Etherscan, $4.40 for a transfer. And I remember back, this is going back a bit far now, but back in the 2020, you could get transfers of 2 cents, 3 cents. Now $4.40 and 115 gwei. So that's pretty crazy. We got OpenSea. So if you're doing NFTs, $15. Uniswap V3, $40 for a transfer at the moment. This is assuming it's 115. If it goes back up to 250 or something, then you can double, triple that. We got US dollars there. Transfers at $11.43 at the moment, based on this gwei reading here at the moment. So pretty crazy in the membrane. Pretty crazy, insane. What was I going to bring up here? Let me just find this. I'm just going to pull up a link here. I didn't plan for this, so we're going to pull it up. and have a look here. Where is it? Right, let's take that. Let's have a look. Bam. Let's pull it up, and we've got a Gwei calculator here. I don't know what your stake is, but 50 Gwei here. We've got 0.44 ETH here on that. But if we've got 120 Gwei, which is kind of where it is at the moment, you're talking about 0.1 ETH there for a stake that this is this long, 365. So that's the in-stake calculator. I'll post that in the chat there if you want to check that out too. There's the in-stake calculator. Bam. That is under our useful links. So if you go to our useful links in our Discord, that's in there. We've pretty much got just about all the links. I'd be very surprised if we don't have many. There's probably a few others that we don't have, but we've got most of the main links in there and the useful links. Discord is awesome for information. We probably have the best layout, easy out there for all the information around Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex. Definitely get into there to get access to some of those. If I'm missing one, you can let me know in Discord, but we've pretty much got them all. All right, so cool. Let us jump around. Let's get into here. So that is the gas price. Oh, it's come down a little bit there, 109. So let's see what that has done to the prices. Just down a little bit there on 113. So it's moving around. Let's jump over to the Hex market. Before we do that, though, let's jump back here. Is this going to refresh? I'm waiting for Pulsex. Is it going to actually happen to me? No, it's still not populating. I don't know why. All right, so cool. Let's jump away. We're going to get away from that and get away from the gas prices. Let's jump over to Hex at the moment. Hex there had a nice 4 days in a row. Back down yesterday. Yesterday it started off at 6.577 and finished at 5.716. So that was a low. Sorry, it finished at 5.8. But you know that's like what's that? 0.8 of a penny range. No, maybe 0.9 of a penny range, almost a penny yesterday. And today we're opening up here, or the price is at the moment 5.8 cents. So we're down 10% over the last 24 hours. Trade volumes are pretty low, really. 178, not surprising given the gas prices as well. Obviously, that closes out more of the retail book, but the high gas prices leaves it for the bigger players to be playing around. Buyers there, 178. Sellers are 199. 53 sellers there. We've got the buyers at 991K. The sellers at 1.1 million, so 55% sale volume there. We've got 2.2 million in liquidity. That's not the top pair. How did I get the wrong pair there? I'm not sure. That's crazy. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. All right, there we are. Here's the top pair. And it's got all my charts on it, so that makes sense. So last 24 hours there. Let's have a look here. 66 buys. There's even lower on this particular pair. 50-50. We've got 66 buyers, 65 sellers. The sale volume there, 713K over 463K. So 61% selling volume, down 10% and 7.5 million in liquidity there. So that is pretty much that. So like RSI is still in the bearish territory here. We managed to bounce off 36. We're currently at 45. And we got as high as 52. We almost got into a bullish territory with those 4 nice days. Just the way it goes. Now, we were wanting to really get over this third EMA and stay over it, which was the 50 EMA, which is currently at 6.5 cents. And, of course, we got rejected all the way down just below the 200-day moving average or exponential moving average in red here, this red line. And we fell beyond that. So there we are. This is what happens. And I think that's all I'm going to say about that. Let us get into let's do the overlay, actually. Let's do the overlay before I move on. And let's bring that up. That is the overlay there. So on the pullback on the Fibonacci, we have got down to, we've just passed down to 61.8. So where's our line there? So we've still got a 5.4 to 5.6 support line, and then we've got a liquidity support of 5.4. So we're currently at 5.8 at the moment. So we're above all those at the stage. This will be a second time of retesting those. Last time we broke them all, and we went all the way down to 4.7. So we start eating into our liquidity there as well, which I don't think has moved at all since it seems to be staying there. Now, the other thing is that we are on the blue line. So that blue line, that angled blue line there, that is our bear market line that we were stuck under for forever. And we're coming back to test that now. So that's a very important line there. And so hopefully we can bounce off that line for once and for all. So we have breached it, but we're We've reached it twice, once here, twice here, but hopefully we'll bounce off it eventually. And away with the roses, right? Pulsechain is coming. So I've got here Sunday. This is Theory 4. You can see Theory 4 green. Pulsechain mainnet launch, surprise launch. That is there. But once we do that, we're getting in. After that, we've got our next theory. Our next theory, of course, is mid-May. So mid-May, that's our mid-May one. And that's, let's say, the 15th there. So we'll put that to mid-May. Yeah, so that is theory number 4. We'll call that mid-May. Mid-May, Sandy Beach. No, we won't put Sandy Beach on there, but mid-May, that is the next ones. Maybe I should change the color. What do you guys reckon? I'll leave it green. That's right. And then, of course, the time frame that I have had for some time is this June, July. So that's still in play. We'll see how we get on. Soon can be soon. Feels there's nothing really holding us back. So stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming soon. Let's go to the whale bot. We haven't had much action over the whale bot. We got 80,000 hex nuked. So that's a bit of penalties for us. What the heck? Does this got compromised? 3,690 days and it ended after 917. Doesn't mean it's compromised, but definitely feels a little irrational. But yeah, let's see what people say. Eric's clapping. I don't know about that. I'm not clapping stuff like that. Spent $700 in gas fees too. Oh, that's just crazy. So maybe someone feels like someone got wrecked, right? It does feel like that, or they were listening to some poor advice. I don't know. You can decide. Brutal. Yeah, your high gas fees and the penalty. That's pretty sane. Yeah. So, all right. What else there? We've got 5.5 million hex just sold for 200,000. That's 5 hours ago. What else? There's that the bot. Let's see any commentary on that. 182 gas fees. Day one. He's a day one adoption amplify OG. Congrats, bud. So there we are. 3.5 million sold for 200K. So that is that. Let's see what he did with it. Let's be nosy. It's a day one OG, apparently in the AA lobby. Let's have a look and see what he's done. He's sitting on US dollars. Nothing much. All right. Let's jump away from there. Let's actually go to this last thing here, actually. Oh, can we do that? View. Yeah, let's go view all transit. Oh, we're really nosy now. Let's go to number 1. Is it going to get us to number 1? Oh, the last year. Let's take the last. And let's see here. Exit AA lobby. What day was that? 3rd of December 2019. OMG. Yeah, definitely OG here. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. What sort of stuff is coming out of there? Oh, boy. A lot of ETH too. Okay. Yep. What was it worth then at the time? $2,000 a ETH. Now worth 26,000. Although his hex is probably worth a lot more. All right, cool. Looks like a big player there. Let's jump over to Hedron. Hedron there at 2,000. We've got 5 zeros and 2,000. Also coming down with the hex, but came down a day later. It came down the same, I guess, if you take it yesterday. Down 8% compared to hex. Am I in the right pool here? Yeah, right pool. 4 buys and 17 sells. $77,000 in sell volume there on the Hedron USDC with 653 in liquidity. Is there a bigger pair than this? I'm really losing it here today. Hedron pair. Oh, here's the bigger pair. It's the one I normally show. So yeah, 6 buys, 6 sells. Pretty low trading volume on Hedron today. Down 8%, 1.6 million liquidity. Yeah, very low today. Let's jump over to the Hex HSI auctions. We're going to switch over to Ethereum to do that. And let's have a look here. We've got 2,227 Hex HSIs in liquidity pool. It looks pretty similar to yesterday. A lot of B shares in there. I guess is what's holding back a lot of those. And the auctions, we've had a lot of them closed. So we've got 28, but many of them have already closed. Look at all this. So all this Hedron gets burned, and that's nice yield for people. So looking really good. Lots of T shares in there too. So pretty decent. We've only got 5 open at the moment. One's about to close in 2 hours. 38 T shares, 25 T shares, 12 T shares. So there's some decent yield flow in here for the Hedron Icosa WhatsApp people. So kind of cool. These are trading through at the moment. Look at these discounts. What do people actually get? Oh man, some beautiful stuff here. 75% discount on the Hex. So versus the Hedron they paid. So really nice discounts on some of these. Some of them even got discount versus Icosa as well. Well, at least, it's pretty small, but it's still 5% there, that one. Kind of cool. So that is that. Let's get into the Hex Daily Stats. We like to get paid. Put up your hand if you like to get paid. I like to get paid. So here are day 1251. We've got the 6th of May, 2023. We've got the price stamp there down 11.4% after 4 up days at the 5.8. Down dramatically from yesterday, though. Obviously 6.5. And payout today, though, 6.513. Getting used to these 6.5 Hex payouts every day now. It's been pretty glorious. Get those T-shares, hex.com, and try and get that cheap gas price, of course. And, of course, what we got here, increase in T-shares, 15. 15 at the moment is the increase. So we're at 27,088. Earlier pays better, longer pays better. And if you can afford it, bigger pays better. What else there? Oh, we did it. Woo-hoo! Average mining length, 7 years. Record, folks, live on Hex Token channel. Wow. Well done, everybody. 7 years is the average mining length. Wow. We did it. Man, oh man, that's worthy of a tweet. Sandy Beach, get out and tweet that. 7-year average mining length. Come on, that's fantastic. Sandy Beach, get out there. Tweet that out. Influencer, Sandy Beach influence on Twitter. You can spread the good word. The APY rate there, 38.79 is the APY. And, of course, liquidity in the pool jumped up from 69 million yesterday to 88 million. We got down from 4.1 down to 3.66 million US dollars. And the ETH down from 1,400 down to just above 1,000. What else? T-shares. Oh, man, T-shares down again today, 9,626. We're down to 9,982,000. Man, oh, man. If you're in the ownership pool, that's the T-share pool of Hex, you are enjoying it because the Hex payout per T-share is going up. As the ownership pool goes down, your rewards are going up, Hex per T-share. So nice. Pretty cool there. And, of course, some people picking up some nice T-shares in the Hex HSIs. Lock percentage of coins, 9.44% is locked. Yeah, 7 years, man. Can't believe it. 7 years. That's crazy. That's awesome. People are going to be around together for a long time. Lock percentage of coins, 9.44% of Hex is locked. Just under 900,000 in Hex penalties, but nice 65 million payout. Beautiful. Nice on that one. Now, change in current holders down 17. Liquid holders apparently to 333,608. Our T-share miner numbers, leader number here, down 5. Obviously, we've had this big wave of large holders with their T-shares coming out. So we've had all these negative numbers over the last 9 days, but it's because we've had all these coming out. They're still coming out all the way through to about the 18th of May. So just the way it goes. And our total holders are up 145 to 557,232. That's day 1251. We're on day 1252, heading towards the first. I'm going to say this, the first 55555. Imagine that if you're around here at that time. Don't know. Who's going to be around at 505? You're going to be around in 555 days. Well, not in 555 days, but when we reach our first 555 day stakes coming out, just type in 55555. Is that 4 5s? In the chat there. Type that in if you will be here looking. I don't know. It may not be me, but it'll be some YouTuber. Maybe it's some YouTuber that's not even been born yet. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it's someone that's a young child now that's got some T-shares. Maybe Anita's grandchildren or something like that, and maybe they will be broadcasting them unstaking their 555 day stake they inherited. Let me know in the chat. That'd be cool. 5555. That'd be cool. All right, getting closer. Let's jump into it. We've got some news here about BNB Pot, by the way. So Jacob here, the founder of BNB Pot, and of course set up the PLS IOU thing, which is great. I'd always wondered when someone's going to do that. I couldn't think of a much better person than Jacob to do it. So I think that's kind of cool. I mean, I have a look at the PLS IOU price in a second because I think it did pump yesterday as well. But I think their power board's coming up. So let's get the update about that. This came out on the yesterday, I think it was yesterday. But so I'm a little bit behind this, but I did want to talk about it. So BNB Pot here. This is the first sacrifice project to launch, and they're still taking a bit longer to get their products out, but they're coming one by one. They are getting them out. So let me just get into the update here. Thanks to PSI, who's one of our community members, always brings us the alpha around this. Powerball development update from Jacob. So this so far completed. Smart contract development is done. So the smart contract is done. The front end development is done. The back end development is done. Contracts deployed to testnet done. So they've done that already. Currently, what they're currently doing, this is on the 5th of May, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Stress test with 2,000 wallet participants. They're currently doing that. And next step is mainnet release, BNB Pot Powerball. So this is the Powerball, the third game. You guys know they've got Jackpot up at the moment. That was the first game. Then they got Roulette up there. And then they did Roulette version 2, where people can play together. And I haven't done that myself, but that is there. You can play as people in the same game. So it's a 2 upgrades or 1 upgrade there. And now Powerball is coming. And Powerball is going to be bigger than anything because they've got a lot of partnerships, which is the smart way of getting a lot of marketing out there and revenue and load, which is what you're after. So mainnet released BNB Powerball 3 to 4 days expected. So I guess that's from the 5th, so 6th, 7th, 8th. So maybe the 8th or 9th, so next week, early beginning of next week, we could expect the release of BNB Powerball. So this page here will have the cool UI. Now, they're also introducing partner lotteries for external projects. They've got 6 planned to release. So 6 planned, what did I say, planned? 6 planned releases for 6 different partners. That's fantastic. That is it. You've only got 2 options, right? You do a lot of direct promotion, which can be expensive and you just don't know the outcome, or you have a lot of partnerships with already big communities that have big load, already big users and load coming through, and that's what you want, big volume. And so they've gone for the second way, which is the smart way to do it, and I like that too. So that's kind of cool. We will start with first one. Vault Inu is the first partner one that's going to be up and running. A dedicated lottery system to the Vault Inu token holders. And of course, they got 44,500 Inu token holders. So that's the market for there. Pretty cool. We also game specs. The game specs will be 72-hour time duration. So this is Powerball. Now the max unlimited is going to be max is going to be unlimited. Sorry, the minimum is 2 Vault Inu. So for that, so you have to have Vault Inu as the token. Tax is 0%. It's whitelisted. The payout structure: winner payout is 75%. Vault Inu marketing is 10%. Vault Inu burn. So they got already built into that token marketing, which I like that. That's good. And then Vault Inu burn 7.5%. BNB fee is 7.5%. So all the trades that's going through that partner is going to be 7.5%. It's going to be BNB. So if you're holding BNB, you're staking BNB, then this is bullish for you in terms of the revenue from that. So that's kind of cool on that one. Now they intend to BNB Pot intends to launch with both BNB and Vault at the same time. So there will be two versions on that. Now, if you want to see images of that, you can jump into our Discord. You can see that. I might post that the link to those in our. I haven't pulled them up today, but you can see them in the. Where's my studio gone? I lost my studio. Where's my studio? There it is. There, I lost my studio, but you can see that here in our Discord, and those will give images of the actual gameplay, which is pretty neat. So you can jump there and have a look at them. All right, so that's kind of looking good. What else am I going to say about that? And what else? They're slowly preparing for Pulsechain PLSP Powerball as well. So they're going to have Pulsechain PLSP Powerball as well. So that's coming too. So that's going to be fun. There's a little video there too. You can check that out. But yeah, it's going to have BNB and it's going to have the new one. So that's kind of cool. That is Powerball. Now, I have put out an invite to Jacob again to come on to talk about BNB. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, he'll get on when he's ready. Very nice. Let's jump over to let's go over to PLSU and have a look at that. PLSU IOU. How are we up to time? An hour and 5. We're doing good. We'll have a look at a few charts, just to wrap up the day. All right. This is the daily chart. So yeah, definitely PLSU got pumped 2 days ago, actually. So from 2.3 up to 2.4. So what's that? A 25.6x on the whoever's got the sacrifice price at the mean price at 0001, let's say. Yeah, so it's currently up there. So people are definitely getting that. Let's have a look how much is left. Let me jump there. What have we got there? 9. So yeah, we're almost down. So there was a billion put up, right? Because a billion Pulse is put up. They've got 905 million left. So that's what, about 90, just under 95 million Pulse IOUs have been taken up there. Remember, they're going to get copied over to the Pulsechain, and then people are going to have to go to the website and get the claim once the people that have backed, the project teams that have backed this, put up their Pulse for that, and then you can claim them back. So yeah, that's the logic there. So kind of cool. What else there? Let me jump over to let's see who's performed pretty well on my list here. Team tokens done pretty well. It's up 19% over the last 24 hours. Very few trades though, 1, 2, 3 trades. It's also at the bottom of the range at the moment. But I know that Maximus is doing a lot of stuff around that. He's been tweeting stuff around pool party and stuff, I think, lately. What else? Let's have a look here. DXN is doing pretty well. That's on the Zen ecosystem. That's all the other ecosystems there. Time has done pretty well with internet money. Just let me look through some of these. We'll have a quick look at PZen. Not many trades on there. One sell trade. Yep, that's ticking along. What else? Let's have a look at some of these. Time, internet money wallet, doing lots of stuff there. Let's see where the internet money time one there, sitting at 0055, so just over half a penny. Just right in the spank in the middle of the range there, really, isn't it? Not doing too much. I don't think it will do too much until, I know they've had a lot of AMAs on and stuff like that at the moment. I haven't been able to listen to any of those, but they've got, well, it must be getting closer for go live with the profit sharing. It must be coming out pretty soon. Let me know in the chat if you know when that is coming up. Let me go back into some of these others. Who else is in here? We've got P33, Texan Token. Let's have a look at Texan Token. This is Rag to Riches and Crypto Heartbeat. Still down near the bottom of the range there. 4 zeros is it? And 4 zeros 2,300 approximately. Low trades. Look at the low volume trades though. So that is that one. Which we did Texan Token. Tetra. That's what we're going to look at, right? Tetra. Is there only one trading? I think there's only one trading. Hopefully Tetra is the only one. That's Tetra for you. So 0004,494. They had a nice little early pump though, early on, and it's actually held up reasonable at this stage, at least down 5%. I guess the gas price is also impacting, right? Everything. So all the charts. Buys 3, sells 3. $4,400 sell. So yeah, taken away there is the old Tetra. And we were going to go to the Twitter account, weren't we? Did I have social medias on here? Did I have social medias? Search on Twitter. Search on Twitter. Tetra. Must be this one, I guess. Rich Girl. Is he part of it? Rich Girl. I think he is pretty part of it. Stu Man seems to be the founder of Reflection, Hexen, and Tetra. I thought this was a little controversial, the Reflection one. Reflection, let me know. I can't remember now. It's been so long since I covered it. A little over 30 minutes left. What's that? Claim your airdrop if you sacrifice from Pulsex. It does seem to Pulsex seems to be what you claim on there, from the looks of it. Tetra win. Let's have a look at the website. I guess this is the website. Yeah. Strategies. That's what people are talking about. What else there? Airdrop claim. Tetra PLSX. So there's a PLSX claim. So airdrop claim phase is over now. Oh, it's over now. I thought they hadn't done it yet, so don't know. Maybe you had to claim before you get the airdrop. Yeah, probably that's the case. All right, so that is that. Let's jump over to some other comments. We're up to an hour and 10, so we've got a few more minutes left. And have a look through some of these others here. eFiat. Let's have a look at eFiat, the fork of Aave. And that is actually, we're going to have a look at the account. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Sliding in value. Really? 34 cents. Oh, there might be an opportunity in here. Might be an opportunity. This is on the watch list, folks. Let's have a look at Fiat. That is interesting. Let's go have a look at the launch. How much TVL have they got in there? How much of the deposits they got? 845. So they haven't breached a million. They did have a jump. They jumped from like over 700,000 to 845, but they have not breached a million yet. So that's interesting. Still early days, but yeah, interesting that. The rates now, what are the borrowing rates? So USDC 1.2%, USD Tether 1.14. So what some people might do is put some assets in and then borrow at these low rates, and then maybe if they think Hex is going up, they'll buy that. If they think Hex is going down, they might short Hex a little bit here. So could do that. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting. This very, very cool. 845. Yeah, I thought they would have breached $1 million already by now, but that's a little bit slow on the upside there. But still, a great platform offering a great, what Aave provides in a basic sense. Staking. Let's have a look at staking. People with their eFiat is 30 or 40%. So it seems to have gone up to me. I think it was 35, was it? It seems to have gone up there. There's only 55 million in supply, 55 million, and 22 million is staked at the moment. So they'll be earning a little bit of fees, I guess, given the fact that there's a little bit borrowed on that. Now, where is the dashboard? Is it dashboard? Deposits. Borrowings. I thought there was a summary of the actual yield. There's a lock period too, by the way, with the staking, so take that into account. Thought there was let me jump into that. So yeah, you jump on the individual one, it's going to give you the details. Total borrowed 199,000, available 1.8 million. So out of the Hex, 11,000 has been borrowed out of 104,000 liquid, and 104,000 available there. Utilization rate is 10%, so that gives you about right. What else? Deposit APR is 0.19. So if you've got some lazy Hex around, you don't want to put on T-shares, and you've got enough of it, and it makes it, because gas fees are high, then that's your APR. So it's very small at the moment. So yeah, so it does seem like that's Hex, for example. But you've got what else is being borrowed quite high. So US dollars is pretty decent borrowed. That's really the favored nation is USDC here. DAI is pretty good too. And these are your lending rates. So you get 0.33%. But obviously, these guys are competing, because they're on Ethereum, they're competing with other protocols, right? They're competing with Aave, Curve, and other ones like that. So just the way it goes. All right, jump away from that. It's going to be supporting Pulsechain though coming up, so it's going to be bullish for that. All right, so eFiat price is down. Let's see how that goes. Definitely on the watch list. What else is jumping in here? Let's have a look at the Pulse Dogecoin ecosystem. Now they've got the halving coming up. Is it a month away maybe? It is $1.92 at the moment on Pulse Dogecoin. So that's down 27%. Really? Liquidity down at 40,000. Man, it's under pressure, isn't it? Those things, it's under a lot of pressure there. Pulse Dogecoin. Let's have a look at Pulse Bitcoin. This is the output token, of course. This is at 50 cents. And that looks like near the bottom range. Let's look at the weekly on here. Bam. And that is the weekly. Man, that's suffering too. Liquidity at 36K as well. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. I'm not sure how many pools there are, but that is pretty ouchie, ouchie there. I have to check the other pools, but let's have a look at the ASIC token actually. ASIC. I've got the ASIC. Let me type that in. ASIC. This is the input token. So look, it's like your ASIC miner. What else there? Now, someone had me on talking about Pepe, Pepe the other day, because it's like Pepe, is it? And they're saying it's not PP, it's a Pepe there or something like that. 47 cents on this one on the asset token. Unbelievable. Look, this thing used to be up at $3.50. Man, oh man. 43,000 liquidity, so they're all really quite small. Now, man, it's under a lot of pressure despite the whales in the group. You know, it's got a couple of whales, but nothing happening there. But hey, look, you just never know what will happen when we come up to the halving. I think the halving's about a month away. Let's get into the comments. Let's see who else is around. Let's see who's here. Sorry about that. I just distracted there. We've got a couple. We're up to now 15, but we'll go through the comments to wrap up the live stream. Let's go back to the Hex price. And a finish on that seems the right place to be. Let me pull up the Hex price. Where is it? Hex price. Here it is there. Bam. Get rid of that. Get rid of the overlays. Get rid of the nouns there. Let's get it. That is the Hex price at the moment, 5.8 cents. Let's take it to the hourly chart and we'll log function that. There we are. That's looking good. 5.8. That's our chart at the moment. All right. We're up to in the comments. Christian says, will these gas fees ever go down? They will. Some people are calling long-term higher gas prices. I see people talking about 500 quid. It's definitely possible. You just need enough FOMO things going through, like NFTs or tokens or something like that, like Pepe and Zen and things like that. Then yeah, you can get that. You could get that outcome. But Pulsechain's coming, and of course they're looking at their own upgrades. Let me just jump through some of this. Man, am I that far behind? I thought it was much closer in time. Yeah, I like that from Crypto King, man. Excited to have a validator coming from David Feder, Hex Asians node, and hashtag #1. I like that. Nice. That was pretty cool. Let me just jump through those. Beach chair, got up to that. A mic drop from Sandy Beach. Beach chair. Beach chair. That's not even coming up. Beach chair. There we are. Boom. Neil for shares, a DHX skin. Good to see Neil for shares. Who else has jumped here? Jump through all that. Cheshire Universal Oneness says investing to make investment money is to invest to make investment money to invest for the win. Nice one there. No Lambo for me, says Christian. I'd rather a helicopter and private jet. Yeah, boy, yeah, that's how bosses do it. Yeah, I like that too. I've been watching a lot of private jet videos and helicopter videos lately. It's funny that you bring that up. That's funny. The floor is love, and I've been watching super yacht ones too. Super yacht videos, not because I want them necessarily, but because they're cool. Pineapple Love says, Superman, you holding your bags till the end, or 100x, 200x, 500x? I'll be taking profits on the rise. If I see rises, I'll be taking profits. So yeah. An important thing in crypto is not to get too greedy. Control the greed, and you'll be ended up much better off than if you let your greed run wild. You'll be better off. CC says, lol, I'd rather have another place by the beach. That sounds good too, Sandy Beach. I'm with you on that. That sounds really nice. Man, imagine when ETH is 10 to 15K, 100% DHX. That's the other side of it, right? The way up and the price up. Yeah. That's huge fees. Really good observation there, DHX. What else? Let's jump through some of those. What website is that? I'm not sure which one I was on at the time, Raymond. Sorry, it's a bit behind. Oh, Hex Noob. I did post it to you. Yeah, afterwards. That's lucky. I'm not a Lambo guy either, says Rod Fitzpatrick. 51 Ford Mercury or 56 Chevy Bel Air is more my style. Nice. We got John in the house as well. John Williams. Been trying to end a stake for a week. No. $1,000 to end my stake. Crazy. It may have to burn out. No. Try your best on that one. Hopefully you'll be able to pick up the weekend's the best time. So hopefully you'll be able to pick up something will happen. Maybe tomorrow. You just never know. Sometimes it can be the most unlikely time. But yeah, definitely over the next probably 6 hours. What time is it now? Over the next 7-8 hours time, you might be able to get a lower gas price there, John. Definitely keep a tab on it today, later today. Sandy B says the truth is not even. Let me jump through that. Jump all those comments. Jimmy Villain says I sacrifice a Pulse X and hold 300,000 X, but how do it's best not to talk about your portfolio bags on anywhere. But how do I get Hex as soon as it launches? I heard I need to buy it on PancakeSwap. Well, you're gonna get your 300,000 Hex is gonna get copied, Jimmy. It's gonna get copied, so you're gonna have 3,000 Hex automatically for free on Pulsechain. You just have to add the Pulsechain mainnet when it goes live, and you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to, assuming depending on when you held it, if you held that before the 26th of January, you'll be able to see that on the testnet V4 right now. So yeah, under your wallet address. So hopefully that helps you there, Jimmy. Yes, I staked 1,000 Hex for my son's birthday, and it's 1,000 unstake. It sucks. Oh yeah, that does suck. Yeah, that seems really weird. What else? The formula for staking has been criticized by a few I know that Steph has criticized the formula too. What else there? KD's now there. Let's go 100%. Oh, you meant to say out of a Pulsechain? Well, you can buy it with the ratio trading, or you can bridge over some assets to buy it when Pulsechain launches. So if you've got any copies on Ethereum, or if you've got stuff on Ethereum now that get copied over Pulsechain, then you'll be able to ratio trade that, or you can bring in some crypto for over the official bridges like Pulse Ramp or through Portal X, the Power City Bridge, cross-chain bridge, things like that. Could be lots of avenues to be able to buy it. Hex 30, that's a great milestone. 100%, 7 years is pretty awesome, mate. 7 years is pretty amazing. Hey, we've got Ryan Lopez in the house there. Woohoo! Amazing. Always good to see Ryan, man. Ryan is a legend. Good to see you, Ryan. And Katie in the house there. Gwei is rough these days. RH, save us 100%. Pulsechain, right place, right time, right solution, right founder. It's all going to happen, folks, and soon. It's all Pulsechain dev, pre-tep. Soon. It's coming. What else there? 5555. So definitely going to be out around on day 5555. I'll still be kicking 5555. This is Brennan. Yeah, and John as well. 555. Yeah, awesome. It's going to be a great day. That would be an amazing day. Will Richard Hart be live streaming on day 5555? That'd be pretty cool. There's lots of day 555s after that, though, right? So every day after that. Because everybody else has got one maturing. Christian says, I'm keeping all of my PLS IOU, and so I can trade it on mainnet and get PLS and PLSX. Yes. When you get your PLS IOU, Christian, you're going to have to go to the website and you can claim your PLS when you that's why you're buying it, so you can claim real PLS afterwards because you're paying US dollars now at a certain Hex return for the Pulsechain sacrifices. Christian's Collins says, did they release the party token yet? I thought I saw something today from Maximus around that. So yeah, I thought I saw something from for that. Let me just think here. Yeah, there's definitely something on there. DHexkin says Tetra chart reminder. Yeah, definitely. I checked that already, DHexkin, so that was good. What else there? Maxi DAO could play a big role in future if fees continue to go parabolic. 100%. Yeah, definitely. That's what one of the benefits is around the gas fees for the Maximus DAO, Maximus staking pools. That's a big win for that. That's why I've been so. Just one of the reasons why derivatives have been such a great idea. But not only that, derivatives locked almost 2 billion, probably over 2 billion now. Hex away, which is amazing. The circulating supply. Stakehouse Hex pools will definitely play a role in the future for ETH fees. True, that too. Stakehouse as well from Magic Carpet Ride. CC, please don't trade it. Just claim it. Yeah. All right, let's have a quick look here. We're already up to an hour and 23, so we're going to go for a bit longer here. We've still got 60 people in the house. So let's go look at liquid loans because someone mentioned an update from CC earlier. Not sure if that made it to the liquid loans dashboard. 10 hours ago. Crypto crazy, is it? Crypto crazy. There he is, crypto crazy. Bam. And what else here? 3 hours ago, just some interesting Aussie data, banking stuff there. Yeah, nothing on there. So I guess it was somewhere else he did the updates. Dip catcher is the one we're talking about, weren't we, with the Maximus pool party? Dip catcher. See if he's got anything. Updates. One solution to high fees is to make sure you buy at low prices. Use Pro Dip Catcher. What else there? 4 hours. What is the best ludicrous song? I'll jump through some of those. He's talking about maximum staking poolers over solo stakers. High ETH gas fees. So there's some stuff around there. I'm just looking for the pool party button though. Yeah, just talking about the advantage of the staking pools there around the gas prices. Yeah, I don't think that's. Yeah, I'm a little bit out of touch because you guys know I used to cover Dip Catcher and Maximus every day, but yeah, a little bit behind times on it. Yep. All right. So that is that. Hex at 5.9 cents. A little Hex token channel pump to finish the day. How about that? The live stream, at least not the day, but the live stream. That was pretty awesome. Where we're up to there. Sandy Beach, Brendan. What do you guys? You're emojiing the heck out of the chat there. These are what mods get up to when they're having fun. I think that's it. All right, we're now on 25. I think we'll wrap up there. I hope you guys have had a good time. I'm going to play out this video again, of course, around Pulsechain. Richard Hart, hope you guys enjoy your day. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and any comments I will reply to, of course. Get onto our Discord. It is free. We've got all the links to everything around Pulsechain, Hex, and PulseX. And, of course, if you want to get in, we've got the best community. Get in there, get chatting away. That's what it's about. If you have any questions, you want some help or this or that, get into it. It's a great place to be. We've got Richard Hart main chat. We've got off-topic chat, so everyone's often in there. And we've got other token chats as well. And we're pretty liberal with what people can talk about. Yeah, get in there and have fun. All right, take care, everybody. Bye. Peace out. Bye for now.
Fill up? Yeah. Oh my God, will Pulse fill up? Yes. If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.